I've been getting asked quite a few questions about my file server, and since I had it out to upgrade the power supply, I figured I'd take a quick video. Basically, I started with a 4U rack mount case. It's just a cheap one I got at Newegg for about 80 bucks. I believe the model number was 4U-500 or something like that. It's made by Codegen or ARK or whoever carries that case now. For hardware, just have a DVD drive and a floppy. The DVD drive holds the operating system CD, which is NASLite 2, and the floppy drive holds the configuration file. Now, the newer versions of NASLite can run off a USB stick or off of a hard drive. I just stuck with the CD version because it was easier for me. We have 8 hard drives in here, 320 gigabytes apiece. This first pair is a Western Digital that I actually started with in my very first file server. Those are working in RAID 0 as 640 gigabytes that's used for my PC backups and stuff. And the remaining 6 drives are Seagate Barracuda 7200.10s working in RAID 5. Gives me a couple terabytes or so for my media storage, music, video, any other large backups I need to make. Move this bracket out of the way. Motherboard is an Asus TR-DLS dual socket 370 running a pair of Pentium III 1.13 GHz processors and an old 3-wear 7500-8 RAID card. I know that IDE is obsolete and SATA is the way to go, but since I already had a lot of drives around, I didn't want to spend the money and buy all new hard drives because that'd be almost $1,000. Both the Ethernet card and the RAID controller are in 64-bit PCI slots. You need lots of throughput for things like this. Put this back in here. Underneath there is a 700-watt Zippy Emacs power supply. I took a video of that earlier to show the internals of that. The back panel's got 2 80mm Nidec Beta 5 fans, moving about 38 CFM apiece. Or no, my mistake, they're 43 CFM apiece. In the front of the case there's 120mm blowing over the drive cage. This has been an extremely stable and reliable system. I have not had one problem with it. When I first started, I had a couple different motherboards in here, some plain desktop motherboards, and it wasn't very stable. But after installing that Asus server motherboard, this thing has been solid as a rock. Almost 2 years of constant uptime and not one glitch. And last I checked, I was able to sustain about 50 megabytes a second transfer over the gigabit network. So it does what I need to do. Now I gotta put the cover back on and put this back into service.